up, y'all? What's goody? It's your girl Carrie M, and I am here to deliver y'all some bomb tips on elevating your content. First of all, if you are new to the channel, welcome, and if you are coming back to the channel, welcome back. What's good? Now, for everybody who's sitting here and you ain't did it, click on that red subscribe button, and if you want to be notified anytime I upload a new video, turn on that notification bell. Today is going to be episode 1, aka part 1 of the Elevate Your Content series that I'm starting here on this channel. And this first episode, we're going to focus on the basics. I get asked all the time on social media, really in the DMs. Nobody really asks under the comment section. The comment section is like, oh girl, you got fire quality. And the DMs, people are like, girl, what camera you use? What lighting you use? I've been getting asked these questions since the start of my journey. I've been doing YouTube for 7 years. My quality has been superb since the beginning, but it's only gotten better with time. And this goes for the YouTube videos and the reels and stuff on Instagram. So I have a lot of tips and tricks that I'm finally going to share. This is for anybody who's looking to start a channel. You already have a channel, or you want to get a similar look to the ones I have. I'm gonna help y'all. During this series, I will be very detailed and very specific on all of the equipment, all of the setups I use, the editing tools, what I do to get clean thumbnails, like everything. I'm gonna run through everything for videos, pictures, all of my content, tips and tricks and stuff like that. I mean, I should be charging for this, but I'm not. This episode is all about the basics. So in the basics, I know it's kind of a long introduction at this moment. It won't be like this on the other series, but I just want to explain to y'all what's going on so you don't be confused. So I'm just going to give you an introduction on what's to come in this series, but I will be also give you an idea of what we'll be diving deep into once we get to those other episodes. So I'm just going to touch on every topic really quick, but also give you a little bit of sauce so you could kind of get prepared when we get into the other episodes, okay? So let's jump into the first thing. Visual quality. When it comes to bomb quality, of course, the visuals are everything. I mean, you see me, I'm clear. Baby, right now, at this moment, I'm shooting in 1080, sometimes 4K, but my 1080 is crystal. But your visual quality is everything, and a few things go into that, and it's not only a camera. So we'll be talking about the lighting setups. I definitely recommend you getting some lighting to have complete control over your quality and your projects and all of that. Some people like to use sunlight. I mean, if you want to use sunlight inside of a space, like how I'm in a space right now, you are very welcome to do that. But we're talking about providing quality content every time and just having control over the quality you put out. So I don't recommend using the sun. The sun is unpredictable. Clouds go over it. It's a cloudy day, partly cloudy, sometimes sunny. The sun is up and down. It goes, it comes. It's not here all day. And what happens when the sun goes down, you don't want to film a video anymore because you don't have any light. So I don't recommend using sunlight. It's not consistent, and sometimes it's warmer and cooler. So it will have your videos and your pictures all over the place. I personally will recommend you getting some panel lighting, ring lightings, video lighting specifically. And what is the other one I used to use? Ooh, soft boxes. I've dabbled and used every single one of those. And when we dive deep into the visual qualities episode, I will definitely give y'all more information on each of the lighting setups that I've used and what I prefer and the cons and pros of all of them, so you can kind of have an idea of what you think you might want to use for yourself, okay? And I will also be sharing some setups with y'all as well, so y'all will know what I do with my lights be and all of that stuff. I got y'all. Also, when it comes to the visual quality, we will have to discuss the recording devices. So the device that you're recording your content on, whether it's a camera, whether it's a phone. Now, I personally recommend using a camera. It's going to give you optimum quality, but I will also share a few tips with you for using a phone too, specifically an iPhone, because that's what I have. I do use the iPhone sometimes. and it's very rare, okay? It's not often. If I can use a camera is going to be used. The phone is just a backup option, but you can still get some nice quality with it. But overall, the optimal quality you're gonna get is going to come straight out of the camera, trust me. Now, I will also be sharing my camera suggestions, the one that I'm using now to film on, some of the ones I've had used in the past. I use multiple cameras for some of my content. The look changes sometimes. This one is the main camera that I use though, okay? All of the equipment that I've used is going to be on my Amazon storefront as I stated. So if you want to dabble through it now, see kind of what I have, you can go ahead and do that, or you can wait till the series episodes to come up and we'll talk about them more in depth so you can make a more informed decision about what's best for you. Okay, so anyways, I will also be sharing my camera settings. Of course, that does make a difference. People don't think it does, but it definitely makes a difference in how your videos will come out, y'all. So we're gonna get into all of that. The phone settings too on the camera. Now, backgrounds. I will get into backgrounds when it comes to the visual quality as well. I recommend always having a clean and inviting background. I personally like to use a natural setting, like something that I'm sitting in, like a real room setup, if possible, because it just feels more relaxed, more natural, whatever. Depending on what you're doing or where you live or the space you got on your setup, you might not be able to do that. So you can use backdrops as well. So I will give you some backdrop suggestions. But when it comes to the natural setups and stuff, I will definitely show you guys what I do to help myself set up a scene, set up a little setup, get stuff to look nice and aesthetically pleasing in the background and all of that good stuff. It doesn't take a lot, y'all, trust me, okay? Sometimes you just need one wall. And I would just give you little tips and trips in here and there, and I got y'all. Now, I also, when it comes to visual quality, we see it with our eyes. So what we put out, people are going to see. Post-recording is definitely a big part of the visual quality. So I do recommend editing your videos in a nice software or a nice program that's not going to diminish your quality. There are programs out here. Sometimes it crushes your quality. I don't really know what they are, but I know back then, when I first kind of started, was trying to figure out how to edit my videos. It was a lot of mobile apps that people were using to edit their videos. Tried it out, didn't like them. They crushed my quality. Even though it says it was exporting in 4K, it was not looking like 4K. So I use software strictly for the desktop or laptop or whatever. They're stronger, is better. We're not gonna get too deep. But yes, editing, we'll get into that. I'll give you a little tips and tricks on how I fix and polish up my videos to tweak it at the end to make it look fire bomb. Because what you're seeing right now, as me recording this video with y'all, you're not seeing how it comes out of the camera completely raw, okay? This video is going to be taken into my software and I'm going to tweak the colors or whatever I need to tweak to make sure the video is as crisp and polished and clean as possible. So just know that sometimes people tell y'all that, oh, look how my video came straight like this out the camera. Sometimes it don't. Sometimes it do, sometimes it don't, okay? We'll get into that when we get there. I will be sharing the editing software that I use, the one I recommend. Oh, there are a few out there, y'all. So depending on what you like and what's for you, you'll be able to choose which one you think you want to go with. The second topic that we will dive into is the audio quality. So sound is definitely a big part when it comes to videos, obviously. You want to sound good, you don't want to sound crazy. Now, I personally recommend everyone who's making videos where you'll be talking, whether you're talking directly to the camera like I'm doing now, or if it's a voiceover, I highly recommend you getting yourself a microphone because that's going to give you optimal quality. And the camera microphones it's just not the dopest, okay? The cameras they're made really for visuals, whether it's a video, whether it's a picture. But when it comes to the mic, there's mics on the cameras, but it's not the best. My camera right now is maybe 2 feet away from me, so I'm not even all up on it to even talk directly into the mic. If I was talking directly in the camera, it would not sound that dope. So get you some microphones. They are not that expensive. Like right now I'm using a cheap little desktop microphone that I got off of Amazon. Again, it's on my equipment list. But there are other microphones that I have used and that I still recommend you using depending on what kind of content you're doing for the day. And we'll get into that. We'll get into the different types of microphones and equipment when we get to that episode. And I will also give you some backup options as well. I have some backup options in mind. It was really one backup option. We'll talk about that. And I will also get into how to clean up your audio post recording. So basically editing, just like in the visuals, I said you have to do a little bit of tweaking at the end just to polish it up. So I will show you how I polish up my audio to make sure it sounds really good before I put it out. And pre-recording, you got to do some stuff too. We'll get into that, but we ain't gonna get into it right now, y'all. That is a whole nother episode. I will also show you some little tips and tricks just to make your video pop when it comes to the audio. The next thing is thumbnails. People been asking me, it's crazy, what do I use to make my thumbnails? So I don't use just one program, y'all. I use 2 programs to do my thumbnails, and we'll get into that when we get into that episode. I will show you how I take my pictures for my thumbnails, what software I use to edit or make my thumbnails, suggestions to kind of make them stand out, tips and tricks, and I will just go through one and just make like a mock thumbnail or maybe a real thumbnail with y'all just to kind of give y'all an idea of how I do that, y'all, because it's really easy and thumbnails make a big difference. Not only does it make a big difference, but there are apps, again, that I've seen and I've used in the past. Oh my gosh, the beginning of my journey, it was a lot of trial and error, which I'm sure if you're watching this video, you're going through a lot of trial and error now. But since I've been kind of doing this for a minute, I kind of got things down pat. I know where I'm not going to go to use to make things with. I know where I will go to edit things with. And there were a lot of mobile apps, probably still, that would generate or help you make thumbnails. And child, I was not feeling it. The quality wasn't that cute. It was cheesy. So right now I kind of do it all manually, but manually fast in a sense. Okay. Quality over quantity, baby. When you're working on quality, it does take a little bit longer than if you're just trying to rush something out and get it out there just for your numbers to go up as far as how many videos you can get out fast. So that is just a fast little quick track on what we'll be getting into on this Elevate Your Content series. So these are the basics that we'll be touching on, and this is just to name a few. So I did run through four topics. So far, it's 4 topics. I don't know how many episodes I will come out with or if more topics will arise. If you have more questions and you feel like there's a topic here that I should be speaking on as far as it comes to quality content, and I didn't mention it, let me know, drop it in the comments, and maybe I'll make an episode for that as well, because I may have missed something or overlooked something. Maybe I just think this is all y'all need, so let me know. When it comes to each topic, again, I will dive very deep into each one. And it's probably not going to be 4 episodes. It'll probably be more than 4 episodes, because when we go depth into these things, it may take long. So for instance, visual quality, that topic has 4 different sections: lighting, the recording device you're using, your backgrounds, and post-record. So those might all be 4 different episodes. So far it's looking like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, maybe 12 episodes possibly, depending on how I break it up and how long the episodes will be, because I'm going to be very detailed. So yeah, that is it for now. So now y'all know what to look forward to. Again, you are free to search my Amazon storefront with the link in the description box now if you want to sift through the equipment that I currently have and use already, just so you can have an idea. Some of them are expensive, some of them are not that expensive. So we'll get into that when we get into each topic. For now, I'm gonna wrap this video up. I know it wasn't overwhelming, y'all, because I ran through it. So I will see y'all in the next series. In the next episode. I'm hyped, y'all. But I'll see y'all later. Until then, bye. I'm out.